Namaskar, Anyam Hasanika. Welcome to the special session on Durga Puja at the Swami Vivekanand Cultural Center at the Embassy of India in Seoul. Let me begin by reciting few lines from Sri Durga Kavacham, which is a part of Durga Saptashakti. Devi Kavacham Slok invokes Goddess Devi as the chant mentions different names of Devi connected to different parts of the body. Every name has a specific quality and energy. These names and forms are closely related, and chanting Durga Kavach is popular during Navratri. Prathamam Shailputri cha, Dvitiyam Brahmacharini, Dvitiyam Chandraghanteti, Kushmandeti Chaturthakam, Panchamam Skandmateti, Shashtatham Katyayiniti cha, Saptamam Kalratriti, Mahagauriti Chashtamam, Navamam Siddhidatri cha, Navadurga Prakirtita. Friends, the concept of Navadurga is extremely popular during Navratri. Navratri refers to the 9 nights that lead to the celebration of Vijayadashmi. The goddess is worshipped in 9 different forms. The 9 forms, as just recited by me, as per Devi Kavacham, are Shailaputri, Brahmacharini, Chandraghanta, Kushmanda, Skandamata, Katyayini, Kalratri, Mahagauri, and Siddhiratri. These are not 9 separate goddesses, but they represent the 9 phases of the goddess life. The 9 nights of Navratri are a celebration of the goddess in her entirety. Epistemologically, the name Durga means the invincible one. Being the supreme goddess, Durga is an embodiment of power, which is Shakti, also representing the divine. As the supreme power, she is the most powerful and the most merciful one, who rides on a lion and blesses her devotees with the ultimate protection. She has vanquished the demons and established truth, peace, and righteousness on the earth through her power and compassion. As the goddess of knowledge, she grants wisdom to all sages and mankind. Friends, this 10-day autumn festival is dedicated to the feminine nature of the Divine Mother Goddess. It is celebrated all over India not only as the victory of good over evil, but as the fierce fight of liberation against parochial mindsets, and from a modern perspective, as the goddess is the epitome of femininity, the festival is a celebration of the importance of feminine power in the universe and is an occasion to offer gratitude to this feminine power in the form of women for their contributions to creation, sustenance, growth, joy, peace, and spirituality. She protects her devotees and safeguards them against the negative forces of evil and wickedness. It is believed that Goddess Durga is the combined form of power of goddesses Mahalakshmi, Mahakali, and Mahasaraswati. According to the first legend, the Sharadiya Navaratri stands for Prince Ram's invocation of the goddess Durga before going to war with the demon king Ravan. In order to grant him victory in the upcoming battle, Prince Ram first invoked the Mahishasur Mardini by offering 108 blue lotuses and lighting 108 lamps. The festival is also celebrated for 9 days in honor of Durga's great victory. It symbolizes the 9 days of her battle against Mahishasur, and the 10th day, which is known as Vijayadashmi, is the day when Goddess Durga had finally killed Mahishasur. The origin lies in an unending battle between the king of demons, Mahishasura, and the gods who he wanted to defeat and subjugate. In order to emerge superior to the gods and become invincible, Mahishasura did rigorous penance to please Lord Brahma, the god of creations. Impressed by Mahishasura's dedication, Brahma emerged in front of him to grant him a blessing. Mahishasura wished for immortality, but Brahma could not grant him his wish. So Mahishasura asked Brahma to bless him with the powers to remain undefeated at the hands of men and the gods. It was due to utter complacency that Mahishasura didn't think of a woman ever killing him. Brahma obliged him by granting him the good fortune he had wished for. Under the leadership of indomitable Mahishasura, demons had defeated the gods led by Lord Indra. This made all the gods approach Lord Brahma, who in turn accompanied them to Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. On being narrated the entire episode, Lord Shiva and Vishnu got extremely enraged. A beam of light and energy emitted from both of them, along with similar energies from Brahma and other gods present, leading to the formation of supreme power, which was Durga, who was armed across all her 10 arms by weapons from all lords. Goddess Durga, all-powerful and ferocious, entered the battlefield and decimated Mahishasura after a 9-day-long battle. The lords finally got their heavenly abode back. This emancipation and empowerment of a woman also has a significant message for our society at large, which represents a dynamic force binding the whole universe. In today's world, the goddess remains extremely relevant as an epitome of femininity, compassion, mercy, tolerance, and holistic well-being against the negative forces of hatred and intolerance prevalent in the present times. This is the ultimate role of the goddess today, as per the Indian cultural ethos and tradition. Thank you, Kamsahamnida. And now we will present a dance recital by Mr. Abhijit Chakraborty, the dance teacher and instructor at Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center, Embassy of India in Seoul.